Welcome in. Sorry, I put my hand down and I accidentally smashed my keyboard. On the left-hand side, we have got the Winter is Coming crew here in Division A of Nexus Gaming Series. We have Azul, Jin, Google Me, Jason on the Leoric, Morpig, Stukov, Press Forward, Anubarak, and, Drevis, I think is how you say the Kael'thas name. On the right-hand side, we have a Chess Looter on a Blaze. We have a Stick Arthas, a Kaimo Tripson Rhaegar, Irin, Sylvanas, and a Miller Kufi will be your Tychus. Propulsion in from Blaze, but Anubarak answers into Miller with a huge burrow charge. Can they take down Miller with 95 HP? No. Miller's able to back away through the fort front gate and taps the well. Kaimo trips him with a chain heal out as well. And looks like our crew will back away as Zul'jin does go Reckless level 1 to build up that stackage. Currently have Arthas with the Frost Presence level 1. Howling Blast, picking up stackage on the Howling Blast as we have our double soak rotation beginning from top to mid. Down in the bottom lane, we are looking at a Chess versus Jason. I'm assuming it's Jason, right? Jason? Yeah, that makes sense. Couple mop hits onto the back of Blaze, trying to cool him down, but it doesn't look like he will be... Sorry, I couldn't think of the name for putting out a candle. Snuffed. Couldn't think of the right word right there. And I was also watching in top lane to see if anyone died, but not the case. Zul'jin already on 6 stacks. That is some quite fast stackage as he's already on 32 total. Auto attacks an enemy heroes. Of course, as I mentioned, he's got Reckless, so he's going to be picking up that extra stackage below 50% HP. Sylvanas, Iron, and bottom lane is going to be able to grab this Siege Giant camp. Looks like there's going to be no pressure from the enemies on that. Leoric, I think, even if he rotated straight to this, he'd be just a little too late because Blaze, Chess Leader, has some CC and slows from the Oil Slick and Jet Propulsion to dissuade that rotation down. Camp over on the right side will be grabbed here. Leoric over in the top lane will just be picking up a few more gems. As a reminder, we do have a massive amount of NGS and Murky Cup replays over on the YouTube channel, and we basically are flip-flopping between those every single day. So Murky Cup playoffs and NGS games over the past couple weeks are slowly going up. So we're swapping between them every other day. Thought it'd be a fun way to do it. I think it's like odd days are NGS, even days are Murky Cup. All the way to October 2nd. October 2nd is where I have the videos scheduled out to. And it looks like there will be Sylvanas dead for the next 15 seconds. She does get dove onto in mid lane. First blood goes over to the side of Winter is Coming. Chess Looter just Jet Propulsion over to Leoric right now. Siege Giants being cleared away. We'll have our top lane Tychus unfortunately be taken down. No gamble? I guess I could do gambles today. I could set up some gambles. Anubarak burrows in, looking for some damage onto Arthas. Master Assassin for Tychus. Here, you guys want to gamble? Oh my god, can I please type in my thing? What is going on with Twitch? What the heck, dude? What are you doing, Twitch? Jesus. My gosh. There you go. Howling Blast going in. We currently have a Gravity Lapse onto Arthas right now. Burrow Charge onto Tychus as he tries to dash away. Frost Presence activated. Looks like our Arthas will back away. Sorry, not Frost Presence. Frozen Tempest. 35 gems in for the members of Winter is Coming, and it looks like they get the last 15 or so needed to get the Webweaver summoning. Anubarak looking for the Burrow Charge onto Sylvanas, lands the Impale. Howling Blast is the answer back into the enemies. Azul Jin is going to start autoing in onto the Arthas, who does have to run through that lurking arm. Of course, doesn't look like it's going to be enough to really sweat the Arthas right now. Thought about recalling, but it doesn't look like Stark will. Howling Blast does land onto the Yorick here. Gravity Lapse onto Iron. Death Waves from our Webweaver pushing in through mid here as the Howling Blast from Arthas keeps being thrown out, trying to get more stackage and a little bit more CC onto the enemies. Top lane Webweaver onto the fort, bottom lane as well with Leoric pushing in, and this siege through mid is looking pretty good for the side of Winter is coming. gillyShark and Bingo Knight trying to step up right now. Haunting Wave from Sylvanas, a Howling Blast from Arthas. Top lane fort goes down. Bottom lane fort may... No, it's actually really healthy. Couldn't see because of the Leoric icon on the minimap of how much damage has gone into this. Looks like Chest Looter will save the fort for the time being, as this is Sylvanas over in the top lane, managing that massive Webweaver wave that did push in. Oh, does it say Tassadar? My bad. It's supposed to be Tychus. Chessuter in bottom lane trying to get away here. I don't think he's going to be able to. No bunker available, and the dive onto him is good. After this Tassadar gamble, you should make a next gamble as Twin Primes Conjecture true. Chat asks for a gamble. I mess up. Chat flames me for the gamble. All right. There you go, chat. Does Tychus finish his level 4 stacks? That's all we're asking. Just different T in chat. 24 for our Zul'jin currently, which is going to be looking like 124 stacks right there. 24 regeneration globes for our Kael'thas. 13 Arcanite axes on our Zul'jin level 7. And heroics are here on the left-hand side. It's going to be a Phoenix, Cocoon, Flailing Swipes, Entomb, and Stingo for the Zul'jin. It's okay. Last week when I was doing casting on Thursday, someone argued with me that when Tychus took In the Rhythm, that was Master Assassin. Vehemently argued with me on it. So. We can all, picking up context clues can be difficult. Cocoon onto Tychus right now on the right-hand side of this engagement. We currently have Miller broken out. The Sintergosa from Arthas will be summoned as a silence onto a few enemies from the Wailing Arrow does connect. The Flailing Swords from Stukov push back the enemies as the bunker from Blaze has created a little bit of safety for allies around, but it doesn't look like gillyShark and Bingo Knight are too stressed out about this right now. They do have the available turn in, but so does the enemy. 31 turned in of the 55 needed, and they have 24 in the pockets. 5 more needed, and that's going to come from Morpig. Actually, sorry, Jason on the Leoric had the last 2. Arthas unfortunately be taken down. That was like 30-something gems are going to be lost right there. The Living Bomb does apply. Entomb onto Miller right here as the Ancestral will be in time. The Commandeer Odin is going to be summoned as well. There will be a Living Bomb applied, and the Odin will not be taken down. The armor will help out. Somehow Iron lives with 24 HP. That Haunting Wave, I thought the Living Bomb would have taken down Sylvanas, but she lives. She's able to back away. Unfortunately, another Webweaver face is summoned. Fortunately for the side of gillyShark and Bingo Knight, death timers are relatively low. Uh-oh, Chest Looter may be caught between a wall and a bug. He's trying to back away. He's got no bunker. He actually does have bunker. I thought he had just used it. Arthas, unfortunately, or no, Leoric will be the one taken down right there. Arthas, who had respawned, will step up and find the kill and finish out the stackage on that level 1 Frost Presence. Blaze, who's out of the bunker, heals up a little bit on the Oil Slick, waiting for that level 13 grilling kill. Jet Propulsion right into Google Me. That's going to be a beautiful Wailing Arrow. The Tychus inside the Cocoon, but he's broken out. Jason will respawn. Webweaver phase is going to push on to the top lane keep. Bottom lane keep as well. Past the meeple? No, I don't have builds because people don't come to me for builds. Sorry, bud. No one comes to my channel to ask me about builds. They come to see some heroes casting and hang out. Welcome in, bud. Entomb from Leoric. There's a lurking arm as well, and unfortunately Arthas does go down. Chest Looter tried to back away, activates the Pyromania. There's also an Ancestor healing to try and save. Chest Looter health bar is dropping. The bunker activation in time avoids the burrow charge of a Nubarak. And Zul'jin wants to keep chasing in. He steps up, and that's a little too aggressive. Tostitos is activated. He gets a cleanse from... Oh, that was his own cleanse from level 4, the Voodoo Shuffle. I was like, wait a second, Stukov don't have no cleanse. Burrow charge, Jet Propulsion, Flame Strikes, and Axes. Zul'jin and Sylvanas will be traded here. York trying to Wraith Walk away. The Howling Blast lands. Shatter was the level 13 pickup for Arthas, which is a nice way to debuff the enemies or reduce their armor. Unfortunately, Chest Looter with the misclick at level 13 took Collision Course. No grilling kill. But if you have build questions, by all means, throw them in chat. I can do my best to answer. Alright, well, Bruiser Camp on the right to be grabbed. We've got 41 stacks baseline for our Zul'jin, 31 for the Kael'thas on his level 1. Tychus with 3 stacks on Master Assassin of 15. Nubarak burrows in, lands the triple. Cocoon onto Kaimo. Beautifully done as they burst down this Tychus. Living Bomb will spread to a few allies. The Entomb catches Kaimo, trips and throws that Ancestral onto the Arthas to try and get this tank out of this engagement, but unfortunately, I don't think the Arthas has a good disengage path. Lands the double Howling Blast, but I don't think it's going to matter here. He's going to mount up. Going to take the enemies on a bit of an adventure. Gravity Lapse lands. Oh, what's over here? Oh, wow, look at this minion wave in mid. Oh, look at that Jet Propulsion. That was weird. Oh, somehow the camera just snapped away from that. Huh. 9-3 currently in kills as Google Me checks the bush with some Arcanite Axes. Gets a stack or so right there off of Blaze. Oh, Mithril Mace with 14 stacks, 35 on those Regeneration Globes, and the boss in top lane will be started. Big question of the day, no one freed Harrison Jones. Alrighty. Boss for top is grabbed. 33 in the pockets right now. Oh, that was Alt. Whoopsies. There we go. Control 6 to show you all the carried objectives. So you can see 36 of 60. They don't have enough for Boss plus Webweaver, but Zul'jin takes down the sidewalls here. Opens up the lane. Howling Blast looks for an enemy. Can't find anything. The Arcanite Axes, or the Cleave, has the double revolve since Zul'jin's over his stackage. Cinder goes to summoning by the Arthas. It is 16-16. Howling Blast does land. Frost Presence activated, and Arthas looks to step up. Unfortunately, the allies cannot step in with the Arthas as they're currently working on boss and trying to defend the lane. And it does look like this is top lane keep going down. Can the members of Winter is Coming make this a quick map number 1? Huge Howling Blast from Arthas. The Jet Propulsion is big. The Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas as well. The Tostingo does get activated in time. And unfortunately, the members of gillyShark and Bingo Knight cannot make a kill happen off of that huge Howling Blast. And it did seem promising with the Jet Propulsion follow-up, but the Tostingo was a good denier. They could have at least gotten the kill onto Zul'jin. There's a nice Jet Propulsion once again following up that Howling Blast. The grenade from Tychus does find the Zul'jin this time. And they may have lost their top lane keep, but no damage onto the core just yet. 40 seconds on that death timer for Zul'jin. Later game experience from picking up these kills is coming through. Wrong button right there, so you can actually see 6,900. Nice experience on the left-hand side, but 4,100 and so Making up on the right for gillyShark and Bingo Knight. They want to try and find another kill into the Anubarak here. It doesn't look like they're going to be able to find it. The Webweaver will be summoned on the right-hand side. Top and bottom will be pushed back. It's mostly kind of a anti-siege tool or macro tool to push back the wave. But that's a Cocoon onto Blaze. He'll be broken out. Mid lane Webweaver will descend at the 50% mark on the map, so that's pretty good. But it seems like gillyShark and Bingo Knight want to kind of fish around for more fights. And speaking of fishing, if you have Amazon Prime, you've got Prime Gaming. Siege in the bottom lane. Fort front gate is going to be taken down here. Or the fort front gate and bottom lane will be taken down here, excuse me. Mid lane Webweaver quickly cleared out as they got like no value in that lane. Bottom lane Webweaver, pretty healthy actually. It does lose health over time, but Mini Wave's already cleared out, so it's just been kind of trucking its way from the fort area. Sindragosa from the Arthas is going to be summoned. Good healing onto Stark, but there's no Ancestral. It just came off a cooldown for Chymotrypsin. As I glance at the top bar right there. Arthas does go down, and it looks like that is the end of this siege. Once again, taking a look at the gem collection, and it looks like we've got a little over 45-ish gems or so. Bottom lane fort has gone down. Top lane Webweaver will expire. 56 of 60 gems on the left-hand side, 48 on the right of 55. Burrow charge from Anubarak, a Cocoon onto Tychus. We currently had a Wailing Arrow. I thought I heard a Wailing Arrow, but it's still on cooldown, actually. Never mind. Bunker did come down from Blaze. 20 talents here on the left-hand side. 10-4 in kills. We have the... Hold on one second. That's going to be a nice Howling Blast into the enemies, trying to dissuade the side of Winter is coming. gillyShark and Bingo Knight looking to back away here, but they can't step up to defend this mid lane keep. Buried alive, got to be careful of that. Super strain and top off, all that good stuff. Flamethrower, rewind, and as well as the Armani resilience. Nice little fashion resistance right there. Boston top lane up in 1 minute and 7 seconds. Webweaver available here, and it's just the non-stop pressure coming out from Winter is Coming. It's almost like Winter is coming and it's unavoidable, and there's nothing you can do about it. Just over 39. Whalesick ignited, all that. Okay. All heroics are up and available. Phoenix is about to be up here. The blue Webweavers have descended. And the defense needs to be huge here from gillyShark and Bingo Knight. No 20 talents here. An early Odin summoned. Howling Blast into Sindragosa, looking to step up onto Morpig. Zul'jin, the Wailing Arrow on Zul'jin's really good. He steps away. Can they take him down before the Tostingo's activated? Unfortunately not. The Flailing Swipes from Stukov activated. Huge Entomb from Leoric. Anubarak Burrow charges in and finds the double kill. Iron trying to back away here. Anubarak lands the Impale onto Stark and Sylvanas. The Flame Strike from Kael'thas is good. The slow from Leoric is absolutely on point, and this is looking like gillyShark and Bingo Knight will be falling in map number 1 of this second best of 3 of the day. GG. Well played. Look at those stacks for Zul'jin. How nice. Nicely done, Zul'jin. Unfortunately for our Twitch gamble, Tychus did not finish his quest. And yes, I know it says Tassadar, but I tried to make a Twitch gamble in the middle of the game, so yeah, just bear with me. Yo, Saddle, what's up, bud? Happy Thursday to you. Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome into the stream. If you're new to the stream, by the way, I feel like I've seen some new-ish names today. Be sure to drop a follow on the stream. Costs you 0 points. We do stream 6 days a week. We do a lot of Heroes of Storm commentary and casting. We also do some other games. We've been learning Predecessor, which has been very addictingly fun. We're going to do some Stormgate co-op with viewers later on today, so a lot of fun content on the stream. We're going to make chili dogs on Sunday on stream, so yeah, we got a lot of good stuff here, so be sure to drop a follow, because it costs you $0. If you'd like to support the stream further, it's always much appreciated. We're going to go ahead and roll out some...
begin shortly, heroes.
Welcome back, everybody, into the Nexus Gaming Series Division A matchup here. On the left-hand side, we're looking at our leading team in this best-of-3 series with Winter is Coming. We got a Google Me Genji, Jason Samuro, Morpig playing your Brightwing, Press4 Diablo, and Drevis on the Hanzo. Right side of the map will be gillyShark Bingo Knight, Stark on the Eric, Balog, Olaf, the Lost Vikings. We'll be seeing an Iron Cassia, Kaimo Trip Sinanduin, Miller Coffee Tychus, and Chessuter on the Muradin. Hanzo's going to go Redemption level 1, and the question I post to all of you at the end of the game is, will he have full Redemption by the end of the game? Yes or no? Simple Twitch prediction. So we have our mid lane engagement, little scatter coming out from Hanzo right there. Trying to see where the enemies are, but we know the enemies are all the way in bottom lane. Pings down into bottom. We've got Chessuter taking a couple tower shots. He did go third win level 1. Beautiful chastise from Kaimo to lock down the Diablo. Genji gets in with a couple shurikens, but it's better than getting collided on by Diablo. I don't think anyone wants to get smashed into the wall by Diablo. Actually, as I say that phrasing, I might be wrong in that statement. But Samuro is going to be Way of Wind level 1. What does that mean? Gain 40% movement speed for 3 seconds after entering or exiting Windwalk. Casting Windwalk heals Samuro for 3% of his maximum health. Phase Shift level 1 for our Brightwing. There's that Redemption for Hanzo. Every 2 basic attacks against the same hero within 10 seconds grants 1 stack of Redemption, stack up to 12 times. Dying decreases Redemption by 3, and Redemption stacks can be lost even at maximum stacks. Vikings with the Viking Horde level 1. I believe they need like 40 stacks per, 40 stacks per bribe, but the Vikings have a max of 200. I believe the Viking tracker is working. It looks like it's 3 and 3, so this number here is working out. Currently have Power Word Shield and Charge Strikes for the Cassia. Diablo with his Devil's Due level 1, so extra healing from Regeneration Globes and Fountains per soul. Or actually, 2.25% per soul. Little grenade out from Tychus. Stark with the Eric gets polymorphed into a pig, but Eric is too swift, too brave, and he will not be taken down as the hurry up was activated. Looks like our Vikings will be... Okay, no, I thought Olaf was being pulled out of top. Not the case. Stark has no idea, but he's all in. You like to see it. That's the best way to gamble. I treat Twitch gambling like casino gambling. I have no idea what's going on and take it all, and then I leave. Except I don't leave in Twitch. I usually lurk. Press forward, getting beaten up a bit here. Chessuter body blocking a bit. Nice iron kill. First blood over to the right-hand side for gillyShark and Bingo Knight as Google Me and friends have to back away the Diablo. And, excuse me, the members of Winter is Coming, sorry. We're almost able to take down the Muradin. Almost going to be able to trade tanks. We have one with the win for Samuro, so continuing the Windwalk build. And Vikings went into Mercenary Lords, so friendly non-boss mercenaries near your hero, so Eric, Balog, and Olaf, deal 50% more damage, gain 50 armor against minions and mercenaries, reducing the damage taken by 50%. So, basically, higher push potential on a map like this is really good. I'm actually really surprised that even when we do see Vikings on this map, we see, like, Spy Games level 4. No, Spy Games is level 1. I think it's Eric the Swift level 4. And I get the Eric the Swift value, but it's really surprising we don't see Mercenary Lord for Vikings more often on this map because of the value it brings to the table. Like, it's not just a buff to the camp, it's also damage reduction against minions and mercenaries, so your wave should push better because of it. Little conversation on that one I guess we can have later, but either way, this is going to be Kaimo Trips and trying to back away. Little Divine Star thrown out. Did go into Piercing Light level 4. Chessuter with a grenade over the wall. Miller with a grenade over the wall. Chessuter was going to Dwarf Toss in. And unfortunately, I think he might have Dwarf Tossed to his death. I think the intention was to Dwarf Toss and get the interrupt onto the objective channeling, but Miller had that with the quarterback level 1 with the range increase. So unfortunately, Chessuter gets, jumps in and has no way of getting out. You have yet to do real gambling? Well, if you ever make your way out here, Ninja, we'll go to the casino, dude. I'm not a big casino guy, but like when I have friends visiting, I don't mind going. I'm not above doing a touristy thing in my tourist town, which honestly, there are a lot of people like that. Ugh. You had friends come and visit and they wanted to go to the beach? That's not like, did you take them to like the locals beach? Like, it's like, who cares, dude? Who cares? Did my friends visiting have fun? Yes or no. That's it. It doesn't matter if they did the super secret local thing or did a touristy thing. Hell, I just had friends visit, and I no joke was like, do you guys want to go up and do a bunch of touristy stuff, or do you want to chill? And they're like, let's chill. I was like, done. It's your vacation, too. Press forward, getting chunked a bit here. The phase shift from Brightwing will be coming through. The Leap of Faith pulls Chest Looter to safety. Swift Strike in from Google Me. Deflection activated. They're going to try and take down Muradin. Unfortunately, they can't find the kill from Winter's Coming. Samuro pops some mirror images, but backs away as this top lane wave is pushing in pretty effectively. Redemption from Hanzo is done. But as I mentioned, you can lose those redemption stacks. You can lose stacks when you're at max stackage. It is only 3 per death. And it's only 1-to-1 in kills so far as we cycle through the other numbers. Waiting to see what our heroics look like. Gonna just double check the Vikings here. The stackage is still tracking correctly. They have 25 regeneration globes. Overpower onto the Cassia. Deflect from Genji. The Firestomp's dealing a bit of damage. Hanzo almost takes down the Sylvanas, or the Cassia with that Stormbow, but can't find the effective damage needed. They will get a Viking kill. Chastise goes out, gets the Piercing Light root. That might have been the first stack for Kaimo. Genji's traded, and you can't be upset about that. A Viking for Genji trade. And 10 talent tier here on the right-hand side. Muradin gets the Piercing Stormbolt and his cooldown reduction. Soothing misactivated, but your grenade from Miller actually moves Hanzo closer to the enemies and guarantees the kill. Excuse me. You never ate Taco Bell? I hear that's a gamble. I think Taco Bell gets a bad rap. I think Taco Bell gets a bad rap from the meme. Like, I really don't think Taco Bell is that bad. Diablo is going to get full souls here. He's also going to be getting the soul reduction, and he goes down just as he gets all that. Yeah, the Cassia Valkyrie was beautiful there to pull the Brightwing in. So we do have our heroics here. X-Strike, Blade Storm, we've got our Blink Heal, Apocalypse. Hanzo holding level 10. We will be seeing play again for Vikings, the Valkyrie, which is already utilized, Light Bomb, Odin, and Muradin Avatar. As once again, Samuro gets a Viking, but Diablo's the one going down. Morpig's so very low, wants to jump back in to help the allies, but can't do so, and there's the Mercenary Lord value on these Siege Giants. McDonald's, like, I actually feel like old McDonald's is better than old McDonald. Like, the old McDonald's we used to get, like, back in, like, 2015 and stuff was better than you get what nowadays. I really do think. I honestly, like, and I know we're talking about the quality of McDonald's, but I really do feel like it's gone down. Uh-oh, have they discovered the real Samuro? He does swap to this one down here. Iron's got the rotation on it. Misses that. Okay, that's a good Valkyrie pull. Samuro swaps to mirror images. Those are cleared away, and they found the real Samuro and get the kill. Not an easy task to do. No flame to the player, but just a compliment to the members of gillyShark and Bingo Night, making that discovery and making the sort of transition to the rotation. Taste-wise, 100%. Yeah, like McChickens and McDoubles used to taste way better. And so did their chicken nuggets, too. Well, the chicken nuggets are kind of the same, but I don't know. The biggest thing for me is the price nowadays. Like, 2017, we had dollar beefy 5 layers. Now that's like a $5 burrito. And I'm doing air quotes when I say burrito. Like, it's going to be pushing in through the bottom lane with a lot of allies here. Siege Giants as well. Samuro chasing... Oh, no, that was just a mirror image chasing one of the Vikings over there. He's not Illusion Master. He's going to try and pressure onto the Olaf in mid, or the Balog, but unable to really achieve anything there.
Gather the seed.
Now you're super hungry? Aha! I have achieved victory. Enjoy your BOGO. Yeah, I said old McDonald's, and I was like, okay, someone will make the joke. Thank you, Stark. So, Kaimo with the channel. This is, oh, no, it's going to be interrupted by Google Me, who's going to be able to jump in. The Valkyrie pulls the Genji up against the wall. X-Strike is a kind of like a self-cleanse right there. The Dragon's Arrow from Hanzo coming through. The natural agility to get away. The Light Bomb connects onto 3. The Leap of Faith will pull Iron to safety. Chest Looter still has Avatar available. Wants to take down Morpig, but unfortunately the Bright One's able to blink away. Maybe I should say fortunately for her, as one Viking does go down. A second will be taken out as well. Stark with the channel. Doesn't have play again. It was used about 5 seconds ago, but Stark sneaks the channel with the Eric below. And with the Avatar activated and the disengage called, it looks like gillyShark and Bingo Knight will be able to back away. Press forward, the Diablo looks to engage once again, but no allies step up with said Diablo. Got food poisoning from McDonald's and never ate another chicken sandwich from them since. I've had food poisoning from a lot of places that I regular, and I usually just take like a multi-month break, and then eventually I go back to it. Mid fort does go down. Bottom lane keep front gate being pushed in by... Nice wiggle from Stark right there, anticipating the Stormbow for the last little bit of damage. Currently have mid lane continuing to be sieged in with Odin as well. Hanzo Redemption is full. Vikings with 42 stacks. I'm just going to check really quickly. Viking stackage is correct. They've got 51 bribe stacks, so they can bribe 1 unit currently. Dash away by Tychus. A second dash out of the Odin as well. I guess there was a thruster and then there was a dash if you want to use the proper terminology. 16 talents here on the right-hand side. Tychus activates the minigun, looking to take down the enemies. Master Assassin was level 7 pickup. The Valkyrie comes through, and the real Samuro will be Valkyrie to death. A Dragon's Arrow onto 4. The Apocalypse comes through. The X-Strike misses. The Leap of Faith onto Chest Looter is good. Can he get out of battle long enough to let his trait kick in? He does have that third win, level 1, as I mentioned. The Fire Stomp does delay that once. Should trigger right there. And yes, you'll see the higher threshold and faster healing. Murden Dwarf launches in. Looks for the Stormbolt. Little misshift on that ability combination, I do believe. As Chest Looter now tries to back away, launches over the wall. The trait will kick in once again. Cassia, can she get out alive? She's got her trait active. Throws back a couple autos. Diablo closes the distance with a Shadow Charge. Chest Looter comes back in with a Stormbolt, a dash from Miller. And that is the end of the bottom lane engagement. No one on the side of gillyShark or Bingo Knight going down, but some threatening moments.
Be ready for it.
Oh, excuse me. Stark moves his Olaf up a little bit here, trying to get a bit of value from the Mercenary Lord. Next seed will be bottom center of the map. gillyShark and Bingo Knight could fight over this. They do have the talent tier advantage. I do think it should be even talent tier for the time at the actual fight over the objective phasing. Or they could just look to grab camps, give this away. Granted, then the enemy team is on 2 out of 3, and then you have to contest every single one after that, unless you want to eat a Garden Terror phase. We'll see what they call for here. One Viking does go down to Samuro in mid lane. Scatter's raining out. Yep, looks like this will be given away by gillyShark and Bingo Knight. No delay onto the objective area. As I mentioned, the 16s are here. Hanzo reading his tooltips, thinking, do I want Giant Slayer? Yes, he does. All right, so Giant Slayer, level 16. Apocalypse from Diablo comes through. The Valkyrie from Cassia does find the Diablo. As Chest Looter looks to land a Stormbolt, but he's overpowered, activates the Avatar, gets some auto attacks in. The Dragon's Arrow splashes onto 3. The Apocalypse from Diablo down for 76 seconds. Blink heals from Brightwing. Murden Dwarf tosses away. The Divine Star healing up a little bit. Chest Looter tapped well. Trait kicks in. Should be at full HP, pretty much between well and trait. Google me with the recall. Does he get interrupted? Not in time by Cassia or Muradin. But it's not like there was like pressure on core or something like that they're delaying out. But still, delaying out Genji back would deny, well, his re-engagement and having a bit more mana for the refight that's going to happen here. The Chastise onto Diablo. The Blink heal is good, but it's not enough to keep him alive. Samuro comes in, swapping to a different mirror image. So the Stormbolt does connect the Sakuchi to get away. Light Bomb, big Dwarf toss in, but the allies are a little too far away to follow it up. No Valkyrie from Cassia for 3 more seconds. A Chastise Piercing Light picks up its 5th stack. Currently have a Viking trying to jump away. Leap of Faith midair. The Blade Storm from Samuro trying to cut up the enemies, but he has to cancel that early and Sakuchi back into the minion wave to avoid fatal damage. As we have 20 talent here on the right-hand side, it is going to be Hardened Shield for Muradin. No rewind for him. We'll have the Odin Big Red Button, pretty common. Censure, as well as Titan's Revenge and the Fury of the Storm for the Vikings. Viking, by the way, over here on the left-hand side, did sneak that camp. I think there was like one unit cleared and the other bribed away. 66 regeneration globes for our Vikings. They've got quite the regeneration per second right now. And if you're curious, we can showcase that really fast here. Regen per second on Olaf is 41 per second. And the Viking Horde, by the way, it's 0.5, so you just half this amount for the upgrade. Commandeer Odin, Big Red Button. Vikings are going to try and get the channel over here. Samura with one delay onto Stark. He'll spin to win, but I don't know if he really wants to... I don't know if he can actually brawl against this. Another Big Red Button coming out. There's an Apocalypse from Diablo onto Tychus, who will be able to be leapt away. The X-Strike does connect. Chestlitter lands a Piercing Stormbolt. The Light Bomb as well catches the heal of Diablo. They want to take down Samura and will be able to do so. Meanwhile, they continue. The siege in, the Odin is about to expire. For those of you wondering, if you don't know the Odin duration, baseline is 23 seconds, and Big Red Button increases the duration by 50%. The other thing to note is, see how there's like a duration bar around Cassia right now for her trait? It's the same thing for Odin. There's a duration timer around the armor for Odin. That's the way you can tell how long is left. By comparison, like Sonya, she's got that purple bar that pops up underneath her. That's the duration bar. So if you're ever watching Heroes of Storm and you're like, I don't know when Tychus Odin's going to end, look at the little armor bar and look at the little duration of that circle. So on the left-hand side, still a level and a half to go for 20 talent here. Vikings currently have 45 regeneration per second. Today you learned. I aim to teach people through my casting and create a fun environment where y'all can enjoy some heroes and get through your workday a little bit faster. That's all I do. A fun, welcoming environment. Because not all streams on Twitch are fun and welcoming. Not all streams on Twitch are fun. Yeah, next time Odin's going to be summoned down, look at the... Well, I'll point it out to you all. So, Stark with another channel. This will be 2 out of 3 seeds for both sides. Not all streams are rivers. That's true. That's true. Stormbolt went fishing for the Genji, but no connection. No CC onto him. Quarter level to go or less for that 20 talent here on the left-hand side. Diablo does have the Devastating Charge level 13 finished out, so he's got that mix of Fire Stomp in 4 and 7, and Shadow Charge at 13-16 with the... Not Sacrificial Soul. Devastating Charge and the Dominance. Domination, excuse me. Alright, 20 on the left side, Living Weapon. We'll see Windstrider. We'll have the Invisible Friends, as well as Hellgate and Bullseye. Tychus with a little minigun value here. Both teams could get a Garden Terror, as it's 2 out of 3 seeds on both sides. Shadow Charge onto a Viking. Valkyrie goes fishing, finds the Diablo. He is full on souls. A Dragon's Arrow from Hanzo. The Apocalypse activated by Diablo. I don't think he found anyone with that. A Viking goes down the left-hand side. Muradin lands the Light Bomb onto the Hanzo. Currently Hellgate in from Diablo. He tries to Shadow Charge into Chestlitter. Weird interaction as the mid-engagement Dwarf Toss does activate. And looking at Genji here. Deflection activated. Able to Swift Strike away. Vikings are currently on core, by the way. Vikings are currently on core, by the way. Uh-oh, but this is important right here. Will the Vikings end? Oh, the Vikings will end, and I think Hanzo Redemption is full. Yeah, just a casual Vikings ending, by the way. You blame Google? You can't blame an entire search engine. Welcome back, everybody, into the Nexus Gaming Series Division A matchup. On the left-hand side, it's going to be Winter is Coming with a Google Me, Zool Jin, Jason Samuro, Morpig Stukov, Pressford Johanna, and Drevis on the Chromie. Oh yeah, turkey drumstick, not a chick. Sorry, I'm thinking about chicken again. I'm thinking about chicken wings. I promised myself I would not make chicken wings this weekend. Right side of the map is going to be gillyShark and Bingo Knight, who just won map number 2, looking for the reverse sweep in this best of 3 series with the chess leader Dahaka, Kaimo Chips and Tyrande, Iron Sylvanas, Miller on the Kael'thas, and Stark will be playing the Stitches. But here's the big question of the day. Does the first Sentinel of the game hit?
What are you waiting for?
Double first Sentinel hit. Double first Sentinel hit. Anyways, Twitch prediction, how many base stacks for Zool Jin? We don't care about this number here. We care about this number here. This number right here is what we care about. On to the next game. Wait, this is a best of 5? Kappa. Jason, a little low here on the Samuro. Will be able to back away. Living Bomb doesn't take him down. Sentinel does get a hit onto Google Me, which is going to interrupt the regeneration. You're from the Midwest and all you know is corn.
Draws first blood.
Sorry, my brain's trying to remember a corn song and I just kept thinking of Kid Rock. Not Ba with the Ba. And then my brain went to Disturbed. I'm like, no, that's not right either. Anyways. Well, we're all just freaks on a leash in the end. So we've got our camp on the right to be grabbed. Kaimo's going to scout out on the left side a little too early and won't be able to see the enemies rotating on. Actually, no, did see the enemies rotating onto this. Sentinel providing more duration than I anticipated on that one. Got the life. Yeah, freak. I was trying to think of like a line from one of the songs, and I'm like, here to stay? I mean, that works, but it didn't, yeah. Korn was like a big part of my childhood. Oh my god. Dude, like, when a Korn music video was on Total Request Live, that was, like, a big deal. It's like, oh my god, they're not playing another R&B or boy band song? Oh my god. Carson Daly, you god. I mean, like, it was, like, the best of times. You come home from school, you'd eat some SpaghettiOs and watch Total Request Live. Actually, you watch Toonami, then Total Request Live, because that was actually the order they came out. And then usually Simpsons reruns. I took some of you back right there. I took some of you back really far when MTV actually had music videos. Oh, it's early game for our Cursed Hollow map number 3 here. 1 kill so far over on the left-hand side. Who did die? It was the Sylvanas got picked off earlier. We will have... I was probably busy talking about SpaghettiOs. Camp on this left will be grabbed. We'll see top lane being sieged or cleared up by our Stitches, who did wait for the regeneration globe from Miller, so nicely done. Black arrows from Iron activated. Decent siege damage. Stark steps into the bush to anchor. That's a good example of anchoring. If you've ever been like, I've heard casters use the term anchoring, that's it right there. You don't need to be sieging. You're a tank. You put your beautiful tanky body in the bush. When someone steps up, you smack them, giving space for your allies to back away. September's going strong with all these freaks on leashes, yes. Johanna steps up, huge slow from the Condemn. From the Subdue. No Subdone, unfortunately. Lurking arm from Stukov is pretty promising right there, but it's in the end Chromie the one to go down. Press forward, needs to press out of this fight, and will be pressed into the ground by Stitch's slam. First objective will go to the right side. I will say this though, during all of that team fighting, the siege of mid lane did continue in favor for our left side Winter is Coming team. Sentinel all the way to the bottom. Does it get the hit?
Your world is upside down.
Kael'thas did land a gravity lapse right there. He's got the global announcement. Living Bomb will take down the Zool Jin, and a third kill for the side of gillyShark and Bingo Knight, who do continue their siege through top lane. Bit of, oh no, I thought the targeting was on Miller right there. Does look like Stark will tank a few of these tower shots as the arriving minion wave does start eating said shots, and top lane fort should be taken down. Huge Condemn, no sub done from the Johanna. She only got 3 hits with that one, but still almost able to finish that out. And on the side of gillyShark and Bingo Knight, almost able to take down the top lane fort. Stark will be slowed, he'll be harassed, but he won't be taken out here. And Zul'jin should get the channel on this objective on the left-hand side. That's rude of you? No. We're all a freak on a leash. I think, isn't that like part of the song? Isn't that like the whole thing of the song, is that we're all like weirdos in the end? Some of us are just more weird than others. Makes me bad. I remember I heard the Adidas song. I only ever heard it on like MTV or whatever, so it was always the non-explicit version. So it was like the radio friendly. And I didn't actually know what the abbreviation was for the longest time until my older brother was like, sweet child, let me explain to you. It's weird not to be weird. Yeah. Alright. HOTS players confirmed weirdos? Yeah. Yeah, for sure. What does it stand for? Google it. I won't spoil that for you. No, the song, the chorus is All Day I Dream About Sex. Adidas. It seriously is. It's actually a really, really good song. Oh, that's Sentinel. I don't think it would have killed right there, but it would have chunked into press forward, especially being thrown all the way from up here. Boston top lane was grabbed. Top lane fort to be traded. We had an objective phase go over to the left-hand side. I do believe it was this one that was just channeled. No, actually, I'm incorrect. There was a different one. Wait. Oh, right, it's the reset. It's the reset. That's why I was like, wait, how can it be here again? It's because we had 3 already, and then it goes into a new rotation of objective facings. Either way, let's go ahead and see what happens here. Time stop onto the Stitches trying to step up. We've got 10 talent here on both sides. The Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas does go out. Dahaka steps up. Stukov will go down to the Kael'thas. We have the Tostitos activated by Zul'jin, but can he get out? No, he's going to be crunched like a chip. Sorry. I forgot how to breathe. Excuse me. Anyways, double bosses. Top lane boss will be cleared away by the tower defenses, and bottom lane will be sieging in still. Thank you, Stark. 16 stacks on our Zul'jin, 1 stack on the Arcanite axes. But let's talk about heroics. We've got Tostingo, Bladestorm, Massive Shove, Flesh Shield, and the Temporal Loop. On the opposing side, Isolation, Starfall, Wailing Arrow, Phoenix, that actually does something, and a Stitches Gorge goes... Stitches goes fishing, doesn't find anyone, but it was pretty close. Objective phase channel on the right-hand side, boss and bottom lane, a little bit below 50%. Kael'thas lands the Gravity Lapse. Jason wants to get the potential kill, but that's going to be a Gorge onto the real Samuro. A Phoenix coming out from Kael'thas. They look to trade into Samuro here, but unfortunately it looks like Kaimo Tripson will be taken down. A hook is good, but it doesn't find the value they're hoping for. And gillyShark and Bingo Knight hemorrhage 2 members. Dahaka, meanwhile, though, is doing Dahaka things, and he'll go ahead and take down top lane keep. I don't think there's a rotation onto him quick enough. Maybe a Hearth, but I don't... Oh, no, actually, Johanna and... Okay, there it is. I was like, wait a minute. Johanna and Samuro were able to Hearth out. Chessleader is heavily committed to taking down this keep. Does he have Brush Stock to get out of here? And can he get out? He has Brush Stock. He's going to go ahead and be able to activate that. Gets to the top lane wave. Top keep does go down. And as they say in the internet world, calculated. Iron stole your kill. You should probably take that up with the NGS disciplinary committee. You should probably go complain to them. Because NGS admins love, absolutely love when players complain about little things like that. Kael'thas almost done with his regeneration globe, so he'll have the activation on the Arcane Bearer after finishing out this camp. So that's a nice extra little bit of safety for our mage. How ironic your statement, Baha. Oh, I'm completely being sarcastic. I'm being so sarcastic. I wish I could lay it on thicker like peanut butter. 13 stacks for our Zul'jin. For those of you wondering, that equals 97 currently. Bottom lane wave and top lane wave without keeps are pushing in. There is still this fort up over here in top lane, so it's consistent catapult pressure with no periodic or matching. There is periodic through the bottom lane since the fort did go down there. Small fight mid lane. The hook goes out and Sylvanas gets the kill. Zul'jin going to be hit with a gravity lapse. Activates Tostingo and he's just going to look to pick up some stackage here. No way he's going to be able to trade. Miller backed away and that was the only health bar that was low enough where maybe he could have bursted down a character, but it's not going to happen. 10-5 in kills. Level 16 almost here on the right-hand side. gillyShark and Bingo Knight want their reverse sweep in this best of 3 series.
Red team has destroyed the fort.
For the folks at home, I had a godly hook on Chromie. Well, I mean, you know, sometimes I skip your accidental deaths, and sometimes I skip your accidental god plays, and by accidental I mean totally intentional. Let's see what our 16's here on the right-hand side. We have the Empower for our Sentinel. We'll see, does this hit? Oh, that's a chunk of damage onto Jason. We'll also be seeing Tunneling Claws for our Dahaka, Will the Forsaken. We've got the Ignite with the Pyromaniac combination. Another Sentinel going out, but this will not find anyone. Camp was still 2.5 minutes away from being channelable, or achieved. And without 16 talents here on the left-hand side for Winter is Coming, they will give up this assumed boss. I mean, the objective phase was here. There's a Sentinel that's going to cross the map. Someone may see this, so it's pretty obvious. At least at this level of play that the enemy is on boss, but I don't think you want to step into this. Samura's not around. Yeah. I will say I respect the Kael'thas pick, underutilized heroes. Yo, absolutely. I think Jaina and Kael'thas are massively underutilized. Jaina gets played probably more than Kael'thas, but I do think both of them are very much underutilized as mages. The most common mages we see are like Mephisto, Gul'dan, and Chromie's the big one. Chromie, I should have said first, but Chromie, Mephisto, Gul'dan are probably the most common mages I see. Orphea doesn't get used very much. Kael'thas not very much, but honestly, Kael'thas and Jaina are fantastic mages that just, I wish they had more priority from teams. But either way, I feel very guilt-free picking Kael'thas with Stitches and even Tyrande too. Echozodal Dignitas. Oh yeah, like even then, like I think a lot of people are like, oh, now the new thing, you know, during CCL, like the big thing was like Stitches Junkrat. Like that became a pretty big thing, I would say, because of CCL. Like maybe it was being run in some things here and there, but it became very popular and prevalent then. Well, yeah, like I mean, to be honest, Stitches Kael'thas Tyrande is like the classic, man. Even if Tyranda's gone, you have Malfurion. That's another one as well. So I think a lot of people have forgotten some of these classic mages that have really good synergies. Like how often do we see Diablo, Jaina, and Zeratul, or even Diablo Jaina with Apocalypse Ring of Frost, like, or even Zeratul with Apocalypse? It's typically your Medivh Diablo combination. So it's just interesting, you know, as time goes on, you know, meta shift, etc., etc. So the temporal loop pulls Stark back. We have a Blessed Shield out from the Johanna in this mid lane engagement. The Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas Cheslitter looking for the flank. The isolation doesn't connect. He activates the Darkstorm, looking for a drag, finds the Chromie. The hook will connect onto the Samuro right there, but he's able to pop mirror images. Chromie does land the artillery to take down Sylvanas, but the Chromie does go down. Dahaka, does he have another drag available? Unfortunately, his drag does not connect. That's a Harsh Moonlight, which does not only reduce the damage, but also the movement speed of the target. That's it, and that's going to be Johanna being chased down by Chesluter and friends. It's a 2-for-1 favoring the side of gillyShark and Bingo Knight, as another objective phase will be spawning in the bottom right over here. And Samuro had a mirror image, just threatening, but unable to get any value. Blade Storm to clear out the wave. Kaimo with the channel. Looks like he delayed a little bit there, maybe trying to let his allies get into lane a little bit faster, so they can start pushing up onto the keep front gate just as the curse comes through, getting full duration. I saw that hook attempt, and Morpig was just a few pixels away. Maybe more than a few. Little bonk off the fort, or off the tower right there. Stitches just walks up, takes the Chromie, the Starfall to zone the enemies. Chromie gonna try and get away, but the Gravity Lapse is there in time. The Lunar Flare as well. Guaranteed kill onto Chromie as this mid lane siege does continue. gillyShark at Bingo Night looking for this map number 3 victory here in Division A. Drag onto the real Samuro. Lunar Flare doesn't connect, but the Gravity Lapse does. Samuro able to wind walk away, swaps to a mirror image, a hook onto Google Me. Zul'jin trying to donate some axes, activates the Tostingo, does take down the Kael'thas, but he will be traded. A lurking arm from Stukov, the real Samuro hooked, but he's able to jump away once again, gets the well tap. Sentinel chunks onto Samuro. He gets a healing pathogen from Stukov. The Black Arrow's activated by the Sylvanas as the objective phase is going to end. The hook almost pulling in Stukov right there, but Morpig was a little too far away. That time, probably a pixel or two. Black Arrow from Sylvanas expires. They're wanting to take down this mid lane keep and will be able to do so. The waves are crashing in, and it's still 2 dead. Massive shove on the chest, but it's a bonk off the fort on this left side of the map. And Chromie's respawning. Zul'jin dead for 29 seconds. Zul'jin stackage at 39 currently. A Gorge onto the Johanna. Lunar Flare goes out. Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas. Stitch is trying to back away out of that lurking arm. Samuro steps up for the body block onto the Lad of Stitches, and Temporal Loop as well. He's unable to back away. The Bless Shield from Johanna getting wonderful damage, or wonderful setup into this onto this Dahaka. Tunneling Claws gets the movement speed needed. No essence available. A little well tap. Drag onto Samuro as he's going to tank tower shots. What a wonderful turn of tables as Samuro kept chasing. Maybe you could maybe say tunnel vision on that, but either way, it is going to be chess with the smart turnaround. Gets the drag, gets the kill, and also the big thing is that 0.5 second duration increase is what kept the Samuro underneath that tower just long enough for those extra shots. Boss over here is going to be checked. There's a time trap set up around it. It is at Horror Anomaly for Chromie, so she'll set up a second. Do have a Gravity Lapse to zone the enemies. There was a Sentinel from Kaimo that does get the vision needed to see them stepping up, but Winter is coming. Looks like they're going to back away. Dahaka Chest Looter is pushing things up in this bottom lane. Tunneling Claws gets that movement speed he needs. He needs to tap a bush. He doesn't have Burrow anymore. Pops his essence. Goodbye. Camp stolen away. Chest Looter taken down. Dahaka dead for 56. We'll see. Does he have Brush Stock when he respawns? Yes. So Brush Stock is available. 20. We didn't talk about 20, so let's go ahead and go through those while we're kind of waiting for the Boston bottom to be grabbed, which was scattered out by that Sentinel. There's the retreating vision, or the vision going away. Meanwhile, on the opposing side, yeah, there's a time stop. Like, hey, we see you. We see you around that boss. So, 20s, we do have the Amani Resilience. We'll see that Windstrider again. We've got the Top Off, as well as the Radiating Faith, the Stuck in the Loop for the Chromie. On the opposing side, it will be the Shooting Star, Isolation, Contagion. We've got the Withering Barrage. Ah!
Time for a beer.
Oh man, oh my god, you scared the crap out of me. Thank you, Kel, for the tier 2 for 25 months. The hook almost connects onto Jason right there. Oh, and man, I feel it. Yeah, I don't blame you on that one, Kel. How you doing today, bud? Thank you so very much. Good to see you. My golly gee, that, oh my heart. And yes, I know I can turn down my alerts, but I think that's the fun of the tier 2 as well. Not only is it a good alert, but also it's funny. to catch me off guard. We currently have a Gorge under the Samuro. It's the real one, the Wailing Arrow, the Gravity Lapse, the Lurking Arm does go down from the Stukov as we have the Starfall, the Phoenix, the Massive Shove pushing Dahaka all the way down into the bottom lane. Temporal Loop on the Stark right now. He'll be pulled back with the Stuck in the Loop, but Kaimo Trips and Seals are just enough to keep him alive. By the way, there was a boss that was pushing in bottom lane during this entire time and does get some damage onto the core. More pig. Oh, that's a good hook onto Google Me. We're going to have to Google that Death Timer because that is a dead Zul Jin, and it looks like gillyShark and Bingo Knight, they're going for it. They're going for core, and I can't blame them because they got boss here. 15% left. The Blade Storm's not enough, and this is going to be gillyShark and Bingo Knight with the reverse sweep here in Division A of Nexus Gaming Series Season 18. So, what is our stackage at? 42.